For most of human history, the deepest places on Earth were completely invisible to us. We knew mountains existed. We knew deserts existed. We knew oceans existed. But beneath those oceans, there was another world. A world of darkness. Extreme pressure. Freezing temperatures. And creatures that evolved under conditions almost impossible to imagine. Then, humans began looking deeper. And what we discovered beneath the Pacific Ocean was something extraordinary. A gigantic scar stretching across the seafloor. So deep that Mount Everest could be placed inside it. With more than a kilometer of water still covering its summit. This is the Mariana Trench. The deepest known oceanic trench on Earth. And almost everything about it seems wrong. There is no sunlight. No normal atmosphere. Pressure is more than 1,000 times greater than at sea level. Temperatures hover only a few degrees above freezing. And yet, life exists there. Not just barely surviving. Entire ecosystems have adapted to an environment that would instantly destroy most familiar surface organisms. The deeper scientists go, the stranger the trench becomes. So, what exactly is hiding inside the deepest place on Earth? And why does almost nothing about the Mariana Trench behave the way we expect? To understand it, we first need to understand just how deep it really is. The Mariana Trench lies in the western Pacific Ocean, east of the Mariana Islands. It stretches for roughly 2,500 kilometers. But its most famous feature is a depression known as Challenger Deep. This is the deepest known point in the Earth's oceans. Its maximum depth is around 10,900 meters. Although exact measurements vary depending on the method used. That number is difficult to visualize. So imagine taking Mount Everest, the highest mountain above sea level, and placing it at the bottom of Challenger Deep. Everest would disappear completely beneath the water. Its summit would still be more than a kilometer below the surface. That means the deepest ocean on Earth is deeper than the highest mountain is tall. And yet, depth is only the beginning. Because as you descend, the pressure becomes terrifying. At sea level, Earth's atmosphere presses against your body. You don't notice it because the pressure inside your body balances it. But underwater, the weight of the water above you adds enormous pressure. At Challenger Deep, the pressure reaches roughly 1,000 to 1,100 times atmospheric pressure at sea level. That is comparable to the weight of dozens of fully loaded aircraft pressing against every square centimeter of exposed surface. For an unprotected human, survival would be impossible. Air-filled spaces in the body would be compressed. Lungs could collapse. Gas-filled tissues would be severely affected. And any equipment not specifically engineered for those conditions could fail catastrophically. Even submarines face enormous engineering challenges. A tiny weakness in a pressure vessel, a microscopic defect, or a structural failure could cause implosion in milliseconds. The surrounding water would rush inward at extraordinary speed. There would be no dramatic warning. No time to react. The pressure would simply win. Yet somehow, life survives down there. And this creates one of the greatest mysteries of the deep ocean. How? The answer begins with an unexpected fact. The Mariana Trench is not an isolated hole in the ocean. It is part of Earth's enormous tectonic system. The trench formed where one tectonic plate is being forced beneath another. This process is called subduction. In the Mariana region, the Pacific plate is being pushed beneath the smaller Philippine Sea plate. The seafloor bends downward, creating a gigantic depression. The deeper the plate descends, the farther material travels into Earth's interior. Eventually, some of this material becomes part of the planet's recycling system. the ocean floor disappears beneath another plate. And Earth literally swallows pieces of its own surface. This is one reason the Mariana Trench is so important scientifically. It provides a window into one of the fundamental processes shaping our planet. Earth is not static. The continents move. The oceans change. The seafloor is created, destroyed, and recycled. And the Mariana Trench is one of the places where we can watch that process happening. But the trench has another strange characteristic. It is almost completely dark. Sunlight disappears rapidly as you descend. The upper ocean receives sunlight. Below that, the world becomes increasingly dim. Eventually, at around 1,000 meters, you enter the midnight zone. No sunlight reaches this region. Go deeper, and darkness becomes absolute. At Challenger Deep, there is no sunrise, no sunset, no blue water glowing above you. Just blackness. For organisms living there, the sun is essentially irrelevant. But if sunlight doesn't reach the bottom, where does the energy for life come from? This is where the deep ocean becomes truly strange. Much of the food in the abyss ultimately originates near the surface. Tiny organisms called phytoplankton capture sunlight. They form the foundation of marine food webs. When organisms die, their remains slowly sink. Particles of organic material drift downward like underwater snow. Scientists call this marine snow. Most of it is consumed before reaching the deepest regions. But some survives. Eventually, small quantities of organic material reach the seafloor. For organisms living thousands of meters below the surface, these falling particles can represent an important food source. The deepest ecosystems are therefore connected to events happening far above them. A plankton bloom at the ocean surface can eventually influence life in a trench nearly 11 kilometers below. The surface and the abyss are connected. But the creatures living there are unlike anything you would see near a beach. Some are transparent. Some are nearly colorless. Some have enormous mouths. Some produce their own light. And some possess biological adaptations that seem almost impossible. One of the most famous deep-sea inhabitants is the amphipod. These small crustaceans resemble tiny shrimp. But species found in extreme depths have evolved specialized adaptations for high-pressure environments. They can survive where most familiar animals could not. Researchers have also discovered strange snailfish living at incredible depths. These fish are among the deepest living vertebrates ever observed. Their bodies are soft. Their skeletons are delicate. And their tissues are adapted to extreme pressure. They don't need massive armor to survive. Instead, their entire biology has evolved around the pressure. This reveals something fascinating about evolution. Life doesn't necessarily defeat an extreme environment. Sometimes, it simply becomes part of it. The pressure that would crush a human becomes normal for an organism that evolved there. But pressure isn't the only challenge. The water near the trench floor is extremely cold. Temperatures generally hover only a few degrees above freezing. And there is no sunlight to provide warmth. Yet even here, microorganisms thrive. Some use chemical energy rather than sunlight. This becomes especially important near hydrothermal vents, where hot, mineral-rich fluids emerge from Earth's crust. These environments can support ecosystems that don't depend directly on sunlight. Instead, microorganisms use chemical reactions to produce energy. This process is called chemosynthesis. It completely changes our understanding of where life can exist. Before scientists discovered these ecosystems, many assumed sunlight was ultimately required to power complex biological communities. But the deep ocean showed otherwise. Life can survive using chemistry. And that discovery has implications far beyond Earth.